Hey, want to hear something cool? Yeah. So, I actually already did the whole video and recorded it, but when I went to compress my audio file so that I could edit it, I messed up and got rid of my voice volume. Like my voice went away. And so, what I got to do now is just tell you everything I did and show you instead of you actually being there for it, which is going to be confusing, and I'll probably forget some stuff, but kind of, I don't have a choice, right? So, that's unfortunate. So first things first, a lot of gathering, right? I gathered a lot of stuff because I got, a whole power structure, right? We got the solar panels and the batteries, and that's like the main thing I want to highlight here because I feel like that's the most neat thing. But I just did a lot of base upgrades in general. Stuff I thought wouldn't be great as a standalone video, basically, but that needed to be done. I just threw into this video. And so, yeah, a lot of gathering. Really glad I had the Minotaur for that, by the way. Very much so recommend that because I got a lot of stuff over the course of hours that would have taken forever if I didn't have the Minotaur. So Minotaur is nice for gathering. Recommend that. But let's get started. All right, this is going to suck. This video's going to be really short. No fancy editing or anything can really be done here because I'm just walking through here and showing you everything. And that is quite unfortunate indeed. And here you'll see that I have 20 batteries. Again, not cheap, so the Minotaur was very, very helpful in assisting me in gathering those. And so each of these holds quite a bit of power, and they take a while to charge, even though they, like, each of them individually takes quite a while to charge, because each of them individually actually holds quite a bit of power. So this right here is a ton of power we're looking at, and I don't actually use that power for anything except for the teleporter up here. But, if I ever need to use power in the future, we are set. And what I should have shown you first was the solar panels, because yes, that's where the batteries get their power. So we have just 20 solar panels up here. Again, not cheap. Glad we had the Minotaur to gather the resources for that. And, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of power. It's a ton of power. I probably got the ratio here stupid, right? Like 20 batteries and 20 solar panels. Probably there should be more of one or the other, but I didn't feel like figuring that out, so I just made 20 of both. And either way, that's a ton of power, so I'm not going to complain. But yeah, that's the main thing I wanted to show. The power structure is set up for future videos very well. We can power a ton of stuff, so probably I won't have to worry about that for a very long time, if ever. Don't really know how this game gets later on, but I know for a fact that this is a good start. And so, let's get into the, the sort of niche stuff that doesn't really matter that much, because, I just want to explain it real quick. For anyone who's been watching the whole series, you might want to know what changes I've made. A real simple one that I'm just going to say for the sake of it, I did put a scanner on the Minotaur, so now I can, I can scan like this to find resources without getting out of it. Not a big deal. That's never really going to affect you anyway, since I always time-lapse that stuff. Added windows here, right? Unlocked a bunch of stuff because I had a lot of salvage data, which I gathered at the beginning of this video, but lost the recording for. So, we got stairs on the base too now, finally. That was a long time gripe of mine, is that I wouldn't add stairs to the base. So now we have stairs, we have windows, we have this half wall, because that looks nice. And that's all good. And one of the neater things we have now is a large refiner, which apparently doesn't need fuel. So it allows us to combine stuff to get better ratios and stuff, and also doesn't take any carbon from us when it's running. So that's absolutely a great thing. Very worth it indeed. And yeah, this thing, which is basically like the trade terminal at the space station, right? Except it's in my house. So that's pretty cool. And really, not much else to show, and I know that sucks foot. It really, really sucks foot. But, I mean, it's like, there's nothing in this world I can do now that I've already screwed up my video. I mean, I just screwed it up. And let me tell you something. I've been on for a long time. I time it. I time how much time I spend on YouTube, so I'll know, like, how many hours I have doing YouTube. That's just a neat thing I enjoy. 4 hours and 47 minutes. That's how long I've been on. And most of that was just gathering, right? But, I mean, look, it sucks that I lost all the progress of this video. It sucks that this video is going to suck really bad and all that stuff, but let's look at the silver lining here. This is a lot of groundwork for future videos. We have this large refiner, we have basically infinite power, a second floor that can be accessed, which is better than one that cannot. And then, yeah, we can trade from here, just a lot of time-saving stuff, which basically means I can do more in one video. Even though it might be edited down to the same size, I'll still be able to do more, which is good for you and good for me. So, ta-da, magic stuff. I'm so sad. I really am. I'm a sad person. Now then, if you're still watching, you probably give a dang about the series on a deeper level, so I will also go ahead and say that I discovered a few things for myself, such as the stuff you find in these, you can smelt down, which is like this kind of thing. You can just keep refining it until it gets to like a thing called something mode. And then when you refine that, you get nanites, which is like the really good currency that you can get for really powerful technological upgrades. So I figured that out. And for the entire one person who is still watching, I would like to complain about one more thing, right? I spent over an hour with the Minotaur gathering a bunch of, what is it even called, dude? Dihydrogen, right? I got 6,000 dihydrogen because I was going to make a bunch of these, right? So that we could have a ton of oxygen. Then I found out that actually, oh no, you can only have one per base. So I got enough dihydrogen to build 20 of these, but you can only make one at this base. So now I just have a bunch of dihydrogen, basically. And also, if there's anyone still watching, and I really doubt that, this thing right here, Storm Crystal. Like I said, I've been gathering for hours today, and I only found one of these. Really rare, and I don't really know what it's for. I saw one thing that uses it as a crafting recipe, but if anyone knows what it's for, like, at its highest level, guess I'd like to know. I'm sad, dude. I'm sad. This video sucks, but that's how it is when you can't really show the progression, and you just gotta come in there and try to remember it all in a cohesive manner.